There's a big one. He's powered over the man and scored! Oh, what a claim! And what a try! Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Eco Power Stadium here in Doncaster for our coverage of the Betfred League One Grand Final. Doncaster against surprise package North Wales Crusaders, one of the sides going home with this and promotion to the Betfred Championship. The whole match live and exclusive with us on the Sportsman this afternoon in the company of Paul Rowley, the Salford Red Devils head coach. Really looking forward to this. We liked what we saw, didn't we, 7 days ago from North Wales Crusaders. Doncaster, though, boy, will they be up for this.
Absolutely, it's a different proposition coming to Doncaster. They've lost once at home, so they've lost the previous two grand finals, so they've got a sour taste in their mouth they don't want to experience again, but they've been very consistent. Likewise, North Wales have been good the latter end of the season, and confidence and momentum's a great thing in sport, and they've certainly got that from the resounding victory over Hunslet last week. If it becomes a tight affair, well, North Wales, well, they've proven that they can come up with trumps and kick a field goal. So there's a lot to play for, obviously, and it's all set for a great grand final.
It's a fantastic matchup, this one. North Wales lost their opening 7 games of this Betfred League One season. They've found their form just when it matters, with 3 wins on the road, back-to-back weeks of the playoffs, 5 wins on the spin in total. They're playing against, Paul, a Doncaster side who I'm sure would have harboured hopes of going up automatically.
Yeah, 100%. But like I said before, they're well versed in this situation. I've been around the place for a while now, and they seem pretty calm, collected, and very, very focused. And they need to get up. So I just can't help but feel this is the right time for them in this in their journey in the Championship, and I think this is the right time for them now. One thing I will point out is they've got a really destructive bench, and I've seen previously from Doncaster. I think the Doncaster bench comes on and makes an absolute difference. So it'll be interesting to see how much influence they have on today's game.
There's a lot at stake today, the silverware, but of course there is promotion to the second tier of British Rugby League. We talk and hope for classics in grand finals. Certainly these two sides capable. But Paul, you're not so sure. You think this could be tight, it could be feisty, it might just be a bit edgy.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's going to be some contrasting styles for sure. Obviously, I think Doncaster are going to go down the heart, right in the heart of them. They're going to go up the middle. They've got some outside backs that have a strength of carry that's really good. So therefore, North Wales, their challenge is to control the ruck, obviously, and slow momentum down. Don't let Doncaster get on the front foot. Contrasting for Doncaster, they've got to kick deep and control this full-back of North Wales. They've been fantastic. He got the man of the match last week. So dealing with players 1 and 2, and then I think Wales will struggle to get out of yardage because they've not got a long-range kicking game. And so, yeah, contrasting, challenging both ways. But, yeah, I think ultimately it'll come down to a fiery affair with all to play for, and we'll see everything given in this game.
Paul Rowley, the Salford Red Devils head coach, with us for commentary, which is on the way, live and exclusive on the Sportsman this afternoon. We'll confirm the team news next, but let's pause and hear from the two head coaches. Richard, here we are in a grand final with Doncaster again. You've had a couple of weeks to think about this one. How are you? How are the players ahead of today?
Yeah, pretty relaxed. You know, it sometimes is hard. Having that week off. Training to sort of the intensity that game scenarios are. But we've got as close as we can possible to make sure again that the bodies are ready for this big contest.
How has the season as a whole gone in terms of what your ambitions were at the start?
Look, yeah, we made it fairly clear at the beginning of the year that our ambition was to go Championship this year. Again, aiming for that top spot didn't quite happen. So the playoff scenario, we've got where we need to be and want to be, and we're 80 minutes away of achieving what we set out at the beginning of the year.
And what's your approach as a head coach on an occasion like this? Do you kind of keep the players on a level, tell them it's another game, or do you hype them up and say what an opportunity this is?
Look, yeah, it is an opportunity, and you can't hide the fact that it's a final. You know, there is going to be some pressures in there with it being a final, and with the decision making they're going to make within the game, and hopefully they get the majority of the decisions right. I think a big part of it is making sure we get into the end of our sets. I thought we struggled with that against Hunslet. We was a very low percentage in completion, and you know, it was a tight game due to that. So we're really focused on making sure, you know, our last tackle players are really good and putting them in a real tough position.
Your opponents today, North Wales Crusaders, finished some 14 points below you in the league standings. What a run they have been on. What have you made of how they've come together at the right end of the season?
Yeah, they're a group that are full of energy and full of confidence. You know, like speaking to Carl at the beginning of the year, they had 14 players not available, you know, for them first 2 months. So there was always going to struggle in that part, and we knew, you know, back end of the year they would come good, and they've shown that and proved that, and you know, they're a good squad.
And finally, we're hoping for a cracker, obviously live on the Sportsman. What do you expect our viewers might be watching today?
Look, they've got a very, very big pack, you know, very physical. You know, we're going to have to try and match them in that area, play up tempo, you know. So, yeah, it's a big challenge for our middles this week, and you know, hopefully there'll be some good context, good collisions in there, and that'll excite the fans.
Carl, great to see you once again. We're actually quite relieved to see you all here. It's been quite a journey just to get here today, hasn't it?
Yeah, mate, obviously traffic doesn't help, but we've literally just got here now. I think the families and the friends are all stuck in Warrington, but you know, touch wood, they'll get here, and yeah, we just prepared as we do normally right now.
When someone told me that you're having a few difficulties getting just to the grand final, to me that just summed up your journey, your season. Just another one to throw in there, another challenge to overcome.
Yeah, we said it's the North Wales way this season. You know, it won't be a final, or it won't be a game day without problems. So. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, we'll get ready best we can now. It'll be a little bit rushed, but you know, that is what it is, and you know, we'll be ready come kick-off.
Summing up your journey, you lost your first 7 games, 2 games at home. You've managed all year, and you found form just when it matters. 5 wins on the spin, including these 3 on the road in the playoffs. How confident are you coming here to Doncaster with what is up for grabs today?
Yeah, mate, we've got to be confident. If we're not confident and we come here just to take part, then we're going to get nothing out of it. You know, it's we prepared well all week. We've obviously upset the odds week on week, and you know, for us, our message is, you know, why can't we do it again?
What have you said to the players since your win at Hunslet 7 days ago?
Yeah, obviously you try and make the week special for them, but you don't want to change too much. So you know, we just prepared as normal. And it's more believe that we can win. You know, we've got to have that belief. If we don't have that, then like I said, there's no point in being here. So the boys are really bought in. There's a confidence in the group, and like you said, we come here with a free hit, but you know, we've got to believe we can win.
And as a final thought, I'll often ask the head coach ahead of a big final like this how they are on the touchline when they can't get out there and influence it themselves. You can, because you're player coach. So how are you feeling?
Yeah, no, nervous, mate. The coaching's done now. Obviously, I'll speak to the boys before we go out. That's our last meeting, so to speak. But yeah, I've just got to do my job as a player. Obviously, I have the trust of the staff on the sideline, and you know, hopefully, if I can do my job as a player, that's just a small part of us going to do something special.
The 2 head coaches looking ahead to kick-off. We're live at the Eco Power Stadium for Doncaster against North Wales Crusaders. Up for grabs, promotion to the Betfred Championship. It's the League One Grand Final. The trophy on show right in front of the tunnel. The players in the next few minutes will be introduced past the prize, and here is how they line up. Josh Guzdek at fullback for Doncaster, then Halliday, Brad Hay, and 2 names that you will be familiar with. The former Super League pair, Mahe Fanua and Beretta Farimo. The halves, Ben Johnston and Connor Robinson. Then it's Brad Knowles, Greg Burns and Albert Vette. Sam Smeaton and 2 former Featherstone lads in Brett Ferris and Louis McConnell. The interchange bench for the hosts, Watson Boas, Keelan Foster, Alex Holstock and Matt James. Well, as you heard from Carl Forster, North Wales Crusaders had their journey here to Doncaster disrupted with travel issues. A lot of their fans haven't made it here. There was talk of a delayed kick-off. We are kicking off promptly, and the Crusaders are out there finalising their warm-ups. And at fullback, they have the star man from 7 days ago, a man-of-the-match performance from Owen Abel at fullback. One enforced change. Rob Massam went off injured last week, so a bit of a reshuffle to accommodate his absence. Cole Oakley, a try scorer, moves into that three-quarter line. So it's Josh Lynch, Cole Oakley, Kieran Taylor and Matt Reed. The halves, Leon Hayes and Toby Hughes. Up front, Jack Houghton, Jake Burns and Chris Barrett. And completing the 13, Ryan Ellis, Matt Fletcher. And the skipper, the player coach, Carl Forster. The interchange bench, Pat Rainford, Callum Hazard, Sean Costello and Jordan Andrade. It is the same interchange bench from Hunslet when Crusaders won there 7 days ago. Good feel around the stadium. It's the promotion final. The home fans in good number. They created a good atmosphere leading up to kick-off. There's the silverware, but really, Paul Rowley, the big prize is elevation into the Betfred Championship, promotion out of League One.
Absolutely, and both teams, I'm just watching them warm up now, and the fans are getting absolutely excited about this one. It's filling up nicely, isn't it? It's a wonderful atmosphere around the stadium. The weather's good, so it's all set up for a good open game of rugby league. So yeah, Doncaster in particular, a lot of pressure on them. They are the hot favourites. They have lost out on 2 grand finals previously to this one, and obviously they are at home, so there's a lot of pressure on them. You know, it is their time, so to speak, at North Wales. Carefree, confident, and with a lot of momentum. I think they've won the last 5 games, including a victory against Doncaster as well. So they've got everything to play for and every reason to be optimistic. So it's an hard one to call, and like I said before, we're certainly set up for a very nervy start, I feel, for this game.
Yes, Paul Rowley summed it up perfectly there. The difference between these two sides and their journey to this promotion final this afternoon. Doncaster had their feet up, probably watching the Sportsman stream that we brought you from Hunslet, that terrific victory for North Wales 7 days ago. Doncaster had the week off watching that. They've had the extra preparation. I don't know, do you lose a bit of momentum? Maybe, maybe not.
Well, they'd have been hoping, wouldn't they, to get any injuries come through in that period of time, but they have actually lost Missy Talapapa, who was the man of the match in that semi-final here just a couple of weeks ago, but not a bad replacement in Ferimo there. So I do feel that Doncaster's strength is their outside backs, and what they do with the strength they're carrying in around that ruck, that they're going to target the Wales middle there. So that'll be a real go-to point for Doncaster, and obviously one that Wales need to be steadfast and sturdy in the defence there, and the ruck control's got to be on point. I also pinpointed pre-game that I thought Doncaster's bench last time in that semi-final was very instrumental. They really took the to another gear. But just going back to what you said about is it better to have the rest or better to keep going? Well, just chatting to some of the Wales coaching staff before the game, and they quite rightly pointed out that this team really only came together midway through the season. It was, you know, I think they had really low on numbers to just start the season. They lost the first 7 games, and it's been a work in progress. It's been a building block situation that's only kind of come to fruition now. And in their words, not mine, this is the best time to be involved. There's a spring in the step, and they're full of energy. So, like I said, their words, not mine. They are full of energy and they're ready to play. So, like I said, it's all adding up the ingredients to make it such an exciting final.
North Wales Crusaders with nothing to lose. They lost their opening 7 matches of what appeared to be heading towards a very, very difficult season in Betfred League One. They didn't have a home. They were only able to play 2 games at home all season, with issues with the installation of a new pitch. I think there was some clashes with other bookings. There was a concert there, so they're pretty much on the road, playing elsewhere, playing Chester Rugby Union Club, other venues nearby. So they feel like they've been on the road all year, and that has probably helped them, because they've been on the road. 5 wins on the spin, 3 of those on the road in the playoff series. They've gone to Workington, Oldham and Hunslet, and they've won the lot, so they're used to it, they're accustomed to it, as opposed to Doncaster, heavyweight favourites. They've been in League One since 2016, but they've lost the last 2 grand finals. They haven't had great luck in this playoff series.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a word you'd use for Wales is resilient, wouldn't you? They've definitely rolled with the punches. They've gone over some bumps in the road. And you know what? It's even happened today, hasn't it, with the supporters bus, or should I say the family bus arriving here, probably 20 minutes, I think it's due to arrive, after kick-off. But if any team can ride a storm and roll with the punches, like I just said, then it is Wales, because they've had a season of it. So, you know, it does make you resilient. It does toughen you up, so what? And it does make you have that little bit of a mentality where it's us against the world, nothing can break us, we deal with everything that's put in front of us, and they'll need that today. And what I would say is, for me, it's so important for North Wales to start big, and the longer this game goes on where it's close, or North Wales are still involved or even in front, then the more nervous Doncaster will get, the more nervous the stadium will get, because there's an air of expectation around this place. Everybody's thinking, not the coaching staff and certainly not the players of Doncaster who are switched on, but everyone around who I've spoke to are certainly planning and waiting for that party. They're looking for a celebration here today, but I feel North Wales have got a big say in the outcome, and like I said before, the longer they stay in this game, the better they start this game, the more nervous and the more pressure will be applied on the opposition, the hot favourites Doncaster.
Well, the scene is set. We are live at the Eco Power Stadium in Doncaster for the climax to what's been a thrilling Betfred League One season. It's Doncaster or North Wales Crusaders for the last promotion spot. That will be decided over the next hour and a half or so. An expectant crowd, largely for the home side, of course. Is it finally Doncaster's time? Or is the one final chapter to be written in this incredible North Wales Crusaders story? They've been largely in the Rugby League wilderness since the Super League days of Crusaders Rugby League some 12 years ago. And this now their big shot.
Both these teams have dipped the toe in the water with the championship success over the last 10-20 years, so they'll be wanting to get back, and I think certainly in Doncaster's case, as you can see here, it's set up, isn't it, for a bigger picture, for something bigger and something better. The stadium's wonderful, the team's strong and ready to step up, and almost doesn't need a lot of a rebuild if they do get promoted. So the building blocks are in place, everything's set up. They just need to get the job done.
The visitors are out, North Wales Crusaders, and here come the hosts, Doncaster, led out by Sam Smeaton. To a hugely expectant crowd. For one last push, 80 minutes for a place in the Betfred Championship. Smiles, I'm sure, a fair few nerves as well. There's the star man from 7 days ago, Owen Abel, the live wire Crusaders fullback.
There's a good little tussle going to go on at half-back partnerships as well. Toby Hughes and Leon Hayes there for North Wales Crusaders against the influential Johnston and Robinson, who were so pivotal in their semi-final win for Doncaster. But as we've seen, in particular with Leon Hayes there, who's made his Super League debut there with Warrington, had a fine game, didn't he? So he'll be coming into this game full of confidence. But yeah, you can't but feel that the spine of both teams are going to have a big influence on the outcome.
Players line up before heading into battle. Here we go then. Referee Nick Bennett collects the match ball. Doncaster will be playing right to left in the all blue, and Crusaders in their familiar black and gold chevron.
The referee's just gone under the tunnel there. He's forgotten something. Looked in a bit of a tiz. He's disappeared.
Yes, we are short now of a match official. He has disappeared. Problem with his wiring potentially. Hope he's not forgot his whistle.
Well, I'm not sure. He is getting his whistle.
Wow, we are told the referee has forgotten his whistle. What a start to the League One playoff final.
One job.
Referee Nick Bennett realises he's forgotten his whistle. And finally, we are all present and correct. Two teams, a set of officials and a whistle and a match ball. It's Doncaster against North Wales Crusaders, live and exclusive on the Sportsman this afternoon. Here we go. Owen Abel, the Crusaders fullback, sweeps his right boot through the ball, and Doncaster gather and have their first drive into this Crusaders line.
Go. Surrender!
We'll see a lot of Jake Burns this afternoon in his skull cap. Greg Burns, I beg your pardon. Jake on the other side. Here come Doncaster, moving it to this near left-hand side. One more drive and a big kick, and it's a strong carry too down the middle. He's not got any smaller, Albert Vete, has he?
Has he? No. But I will say Barrett put himself about there defensively for North Wales. And Foster.
He's done well there. Owen Abel with his first skip back into this Doncaster line. What do you make of that first set of six, Paul?
Well, I thought it was a real positive start for Wales. I thought there was real... Yeah, we got a penalty as well, so...
Early penalty.
A great start for Wales. I thought they really put the body in front, like I said before, Barrett in particular and Forster, really putting themselves out about defensively and standing up to this Doncaster team. Really stunted the go forward of Doncaster, resulting in the penalty there. So straight away, some early field position and a great start for North Wales.
Full set from their own 40 for Carl Forster's North Wales Crusaders. Burns sweeps it infield. Looking forward to that battle of the two Burns, the two number 9s. Here's Forster, a little joggle and then spins into the collision. Eventually grounded in the painted centre circle. Over the football pitch, Doncaster Rovers, of course, play here. And Crusaders with an early opportunity. 30 away, left edge. Forster's lurking in the middle of the field. Don't think he wants part of this play. He'll certainly want in on the next. Last tackle, though, so where are we going to go? Leon Hayes going high, says chase that. Oh, it's a brilliant take. Great early confidence booster for Halliday and Doncaster.
Yeah, just trading blows now, aren't they? I think, again, equally as good from Doncaster. I thought they muscled up really well. They did a good job there on Forster and a good job on Barrett and Horton as well. They put all the big guns forward there, Wales, but Doncaster stood up to it. It's very much trading sets now. We're in the arm wrestle, so to speak, already in these early exchanges.
Last tackle, Doncaster, still in their own half. Oh. There we go. Did they know it was the last?
Well, he's clearly put the arm up, hasn't he, and signalled. We've seen it up here, so there's a bit of a miscue. There's the nerves we spoke about from Doncaster. So again, they're doing the simple things. They're bending the back. They're really aggressive in defence, but a little bit off cue there with their attack and missing that one, which is a big blow for them, and has cost them obviously again field position again. Wales will finish with another attacking kick. They diffused it well last time through Halliday, but pressure building.
Well, it was such a confident carry from Albert Vete. I was second guessing myself. I thought I'd miscounted, but it was the turnover, and this is the result. North Wales reaching forward to cling on to the ball. They're 30 out though, once again attacking that right edge of the Doncaster line. Forster is loitering. They're going to go back left, high from Leon Hayes again. Similar kick. It is a claim this time. It's shuffled backwards. Not a great gain, so Owen Abel will have a look. And then just dinks one over the top. He'll chase it himself. Looked like it could be a deceptive bounce, but Doncaster clear their lines well.
Yeah, they're clearly kicking there to Reid, aren't they? The big, tall winger there for North Wales, and it's Hayes who's really controlling Wales' attack at the minute. In contrast to the semi-final, they look far more organised and connected, and it is Hayes who's had the ball in his hands on several occasions, so he's making a big difference already to this Wales side.
Advantage North Wales over the opening 5 minutes or so, live on the Sportsman as my Fanua goes up through the gears. Here come Doncaster, up and over halfway for the first time. What platform can they lay here? Burns has a glance left and right. The referee says get on with it, and he scampers out again, looking to catch Crusaders cold. Ellis and Forster wrapping him up in the tackle. Vete lurking to this left-hand side. He'll be nowhere near this. This is the last. After last time, they do know it's the last. It's a put up in the air and chase job, and North Wales do well, but they're going to have to come out of their own 10-metre zone here. That's much better from the home side.
Yeah, really strong, wasn't it? I thought I particularly like Knowles just tipping on there to McConnell. I think it was play 4 in that set. Just got him a ruck win in some bit more vulnerable defensively. So just that little bit of ball movement from Knowles there was really smart. Got him in good field position to put the kick in. So Wales, here we go through dummy half run, but Wales doing it tough now. Doncaster just starting to build some pressure of their own.
Owen Abel taken on well.
Shot from Vete
by Jack Houghton. He would have felt that though from Vete. They're going to kick early, drilling one down the middle. Interesting option, not the greatest execution. If you're going to kick early, don't put it right down the throat of the fullback who's already there.
No, pointing pre-show. They've not got a big yardage kicking game, Wales. So you know, they're probably better advised getting through the sets or kicking from shape and bringing Doncaster up. There's 3 back. There's not a lot of field to go at there. So, like you say, a strange tactic from Wales.
That was an excellent carry from Tom Halliday, and it set up this for Brett Ferris. All his experience, former grand final winner with Leeds, of course. Played at the top end of the Championship with Featherstone Rovers too. Still going strong, Brett Ferris. And Doncaster with Hay over on the far side. 20 away. This is their best look at the line. It is the last tackle. So where are we going to go with Connor Robinson? Left foot, a good early starting point again from Crusaders, who will bring it back. Josh Lynch does well. But the pendulum has swung in Doncaster's favour here.
Yeah, it has territory-wise, but I do feel Wales dealt with everything that Doncaster had to offer quite comfortably in terms of the shifts. We've not seen what I thought we would do yet from Doncaster, and that's that piercing runs up the middle. Is Missy Talapapa that much of a miss that Fanua et al. Can't replicate the runs and carries that he normally does for Doncaster? So yeah, a little bit lateral in that previous set, not too much direct play from Doncaster just yet.
Last tackle, again well anticipated by the Doncaster fullback, and the home side will start on their 30. Fanua, Fremo linking up once more. Oh, dear, that's the first big unforced error of the game.
Oh, it's really, yeah, it's like I said before, they seem a little bit second-guessing one another, don't they? The semi-final, there was no questions. The outside backs were coming in. It was clear, clean pass, very simple, straight behind the ruck. This one, they're just second-guessing. Should they pass? Is it my ball? Is it your ball? They just don't seem connected yet. And as the time goes by now, as we get to 8 minutes, sorry, off the clock, that pressure is growing on Doncaster. There's a little bit of nervousness because it's quite evident in how they're playing. He's dropped that ball.
I was just about to say, what an opportunity for North Wales. It's an opportunity that they're not going to get because Taylor's put the ball down, handling error apiece. Early nerves, slippery ball, or just poor play, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, the ball's just got stuck under him, hasn't he? And they've put all the weight through him. I don't think that's either, to be honest. I just think it's a forced error. We'll put it down to some aggressive defence there, in particular from Ferris, who's yeah, like I say, he's lended his weight, got on top, and he's come up with an error.
Nothing on the board. First 10 minutes has flown by. Doncaster 0, North Wales Crusaders 0. It's the Betfred League One promotion final. As it's billed, grand final to you and me. Who's your winner? Vete off the inside ball. Referee yelling at Crusaders to keep getting back 10. They've gone through a lot of defensive work in this last 5 minutes or so, and Doncaster knocking at the door again, right in front of the sticks. Last tackle, 20 out. Where are they going to go with Connor Robinson? He's going to put one in the air and say to Fanua, challenged that. It was Farimo who won the chase, and it's going to be a penalty to the visitors, I beg your pardon here.
Yeah, he's just tackled him in mid-air, hasn't he? Just got his timing a little bit off there. Well, split second, but his feet were off the floor. But we did see some glimpses. Turned the ball back inside on a couple of occasions. A little bit of footwork there in and around Barrett. Getting to that 10-minute mark now, where Wales team and Doncaster, just the middles there, just feeling a little bit of fatigue coming in. So unfortunate for Doncaster, who's stuck on task. Every kick's gone to that left corner. They've clearly seen a vulnerability there that they can expose.
It's a good contest, this, as tight as we anticipated. Forster right over the top. Have some of that. Another good, strong carry through the line. That was Chris Barrett. Over halfway come Carl Forster's men. Spoke to Carl Forster during the week. He was just having a few hours off, juggling being a player, being a coach, being in full-time employment, as all these players are as well. He's got a lot on at the moment. That's gone backwards. Now then, opportunity for North Wales. No support there. Almost opened up. That is the turnover.
It's a funny one. Doncaster really need to get a grip of them. That's twice now we've seen some unorthodox last plays. We spotted that previously with Abel. He's certainly a man who can get in and around, and when it's unorthodox, when it's chaotic, that's when Wales are at their best. They are first to everything. They've got a lot of enthusiasm, this Wales team. So Doncaster, I think, really need to step up their energy and enthusiasm to start this game as they get a restart there.
Just warming up a little bit. Well, now then, what's happened there, referee? Penalty, Doncaster. Now this is a chance. Albert Vete is amongst everything at the moment, isn't he?
He is, yeah. And like I said, they got the restart, then they went straight up the guts again through Vete, and Wales just trying to get away with one there, just a cheap way out, really. So the first signs there that the first team's beginning to crack, and that's Wales again in and around that ruck.
Best chance of the match for the favourites. Brett Ferris taking it in for Doncaster. Can they find a way through here? Ferris appeals to the referee, who ignores him. Robinson. That was Louis McConnell. Fizzed. Right, Doncaster sends something, still going, bouncing out of tackles, almost lost it. Did Ben Johnston. Keeps hold, Crusaders wobbling on their line. Taken on by Knowles, almost over. Brad Knowles with a strong burst, McConnell waits. First receiver left side, Burns, it's Messi, it's gone back, it's Robinson. Have they got an extra man? Ferris, can't find him. Wrapped up by Kieran Taylor. Fanua senses something on his own. Pushes Abel out of the wall. Oh, what a finish! What a finish! Brute force from Mahe Fanua. And it's first blood Doncaster.
Yeah, it was, again, getting a little bit too quick for Wales. It was Knowles again with the strong carry. He's got such a good lean on him. Carries a couple of tacklers with him. And then they get a restart, don't they, off the back of his strong carry. Just right to left shift. And then it was as simple as you like. Route one from Fanua. Just from dummy half there. Brushing defenders off. 2-3 defenders. Just scores into the corner. Nothing fancy about it. We spoke pre-programme about big games and cup finals. It's not usually the magic, is it? It's not usually the most fancy of affairs. It's more about the war of attrition and who's going to play toughest for longest periods of time. And it's Fanua there who's certainly laid his marker down there, brushing people aside to just squeeze in at the corner. And first blood to Doncaster after what was a nervy start. So they'll be much more at ease. Certainly the fans will after that 15 minutes just squeeze in front there.
Unstoppable from that kind of range. He's done it on the big stage in the black and white of Hull FC for Castleford 2, and now in a grand final for Doncaster. First blood to the home side, 4-0 plus this from Connor Robinson. Tough as they come for a left footer. It's Gusty as well. Oh, he's cut across that beautifully. What a kick. What a kick. Gave it a bit of golfer's fade, Paul Rowley.
That was unbelievable, you know. We're right in line with that. It's a left footer and he's curled it right to left. So obviously Coach Mark Sneed there, who's a master with the boot, and he's done something similar before. No area of practices. I think he kicked the right bottom corner to get a left fade on it. So that's a fantastic kick from Connor Robinson.
When you say you have coached Mark Sneed, and I'm sure you've taught him a lot, Paul Rowley, I'm racking my brains what you're going to tell him about kicking that he doesn't know already.
Absolutely nothing at all. Yeah.
I'm visualising Mark Sneed's kicking, and you say, I've coached Mark Sneed.
Good luck,
You're claiming that.
Nothing to do with me at all, though. Absolutely not.
16 gone, 6-0 to the home side. But North Wales Crusaders, as we have seen over the past month or so, are made of pretty gritty stuff.
Absolutely, but they're going to have to be a little bit more gritty than that last set defensively on this edge here, where there was I wouldn't describe it as gritty. I think it was quite flimsy. So they're going to have to be made of sterner stuff if they're going to get the win today.
Vete again, what a stint he's had, and he's off again. You come for me, I'll just walk straight over you. And he still wants more when he's on the deck. Last tackle, they're going to kick and chase. And now this could work. Fanua's after it again. Tips it on. Oh! Farimo saw the line before he'd taken the pass.
That was great effort from Fanua, wasn't it? Well, first and foremost from Robinson. His vision there. The Wales winger had dropped back, so he's seen some space in behind this Wales right edge defensive edge here. He's just sliced it through beautifully, and Fanua, just as the Wales defender was coming towards him, just tipped it out there. It's a great piece of skill. Farimo needs to really do better there, so chance gone missing.
All he had to do was catch and run.
Absolutely, yeah. He'd be disappointed with that. Fanua's been good.
He's been excellent, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been good. Started the game real well.
It's another strong carry from the big outside back, Matt Reid, for Crusaders.
He's done well to catch that. It was a really hard pass from Burns there. not Burns, yeah, Burns, they're both Burns, both hookers are Burns, both sides.
Yeah, you're not going to get your hookers mixed up today. No. Doesn't matter if you do. There's big Matt Reid again back over on the wing. He's seeing a lot of action early on. It's the last tackle. This needs to get a kick off here, North Wales. It's a kick and chase. He's after himself. Still going. This will be play on. He's come off the knee, and Doncaster diffuse the danger, and they're away. It's opening up this. Yeah,
I mean, they're going to have to chance their arm a little bit, aren't they, Wales? And like we saw there, so the only problem is, if it doesn't come off for them, then, yeah, you're just giving away field position. But fair play from Lyonnais. They're really unlucky. Just beat by the bounce of the ball, unfortunately.
Doncaster up to the Crusaders 30 again. Burns. It's going to be Vete. Who's he after this time? Offloading. Brett Ferris has a look. It's going to be 6 more. Pressure's building.
Yes, Ryan Ellis just got his hand in there to, well, he had to stop the play, didn't he? Probably another try-scoring opportunity as Farrish just tries to skip to the outside man and put his edge away there. So, again, Vete causing the trouble. Another offload off him. He's picking out Burns, isn't he? He's picking out the smaller men in and around the middle for Wales there and getting some real joy. He's either winning the ruck, getting an offload, or just simply churning up some metres. So, the big Islanders at the minute are leading the way for Doncaster in Fanua and Vete. Johnston, can Halliday get away? He's running out of room far side. Does well to stay in the field of play. They sense another here, Doncaster. Smeaton had McConnell back inside him, holds on. McConnell waits at first receiver. Knowles is there too. 10 away, knocking at the door for try number 2. It is Knowles. Vete wanted it. Knowles towards the line. Has he got over the line? He has, but he's held up. He's a real handful, isn't it, at the minute? It's that lean again. He's done it again. He's beat his first man. He's got a lean. He rides the tackle real well. There's a penalty for a late hit as well. I suspect they'll take the 2 here. And a bit of afters as well. Tempers fraying. They're on the ropes here, North Wales Crusaders. We have another look. Oh, it was a late shot. Well, you'd think any given week they'd run this play, but I think with it being a cup final, you're just going to chip the 2 over and do the sensible option. It doesn't matter how many you win by. This is just all about getting the win for Doncaster. But yeah, again on Knowles, I think he's started really brightly. He's had about 3 carries. This was the attempt. He was almost there, wasn't he? He's got a great lean on him. Great lean and great late footwork. I'm really liking what he's doing at the minute. Started very good. So Connor Robinson's kicked one against the wind from the touchline. That's just a far more likeable angle for the left footer to extend Doncaster's lead to 8-0. No mistake. The crowd enjoying this. Doncaster move 2 score clears. They lead North Wales Crusaders 8 points to 0 at the midway point of the first half. Yeah, that's a real settler, isn't it? That 8 points, you can just feel a little bit of again, a bit of relief from the Doncaster fans and the stadium in itself. But what we've seen from Wales previously is they're a team that don't go away, aren't they? They, like I said before, a little bit of chaos, and they're back in, and they've just got the men to do it. Certainly in Abel and the young halfback Lyonnais. So yeah, there's no drama just yet for Wales, but you know, they'd like to get on the score sheet next. I'd really keep it interesting. You don't want Doncaster getting too far ahead. Owen Abel, the star man 7 days ago. Betfred player of the match, but Hunsler hasn't had a ball in hand in the attacking sense. All his work has been defensive. You could see in the back play of that late hit, he was getting frustrated. He doesn't want to be playing his rugby where he is at the moment. He wants to play a part, doesn't he? And he's a crucial player for them. But I think Doncaster I mean, it's great work for them. Territory, possession, and that's how you keep him out of the game, isn't it?
There goes Vete again. Short ball from Burns. Another penalty. Oh no,
that's forward pass.
It was a forward pass.
Yeah.
Beg your pardon. I thought he was going to call an offside.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that they've really, again, they've gone behind the ruck there. It's Knowles again and Vete again. Two quick rucks, two collision wins, if you like, and then just a slight forward pass there just from Burns. Unfortunate, probably a line ball, but you win some, you lose some. Just lets Wales off the hook, because you just felt that they were just getting in some momentum there, Doncaster.
So a reprieve for North Wales. What can they do with this set? There is Owen Abel, the full-back. Interchanges being made. Callum Hazard's on for the visitors. Abel has it again. This is more like it for him. Dancing around, looking to exploit. Burns. Forster. Ryan Ellis stopped in his tracks. Doncaster about to bring on Alex Holdstock as well on this near touchline. Now then, Doncaster have picked it up, and they could be away here. Just not clicking at the moment for Carl Forster's men.
No, I was unlucky from Forster. He tried to throw a cut-out pass there. The hole was there, but they've just read it and come up with an intercept. So obviously a real deflator. But the previous shape, they went on a shape there. They played a lead and a backman, and then they just lost another play. They were a man down. It's because Abel had took the play before. In his attempts to get involved, he got involved a play early, and then they lost him on the shape when they really needed him. So just little bits. Not connected at the minute, Wales, just in attack. They've not had many opportunities, but when they did have, then they were just a man down and couldn't quite execute a shape how they'd want to.
Fanua, was that played out? Didn't look like it. Should be North Wales ball. Referee happy to carry on here. And the referee says, Doncaster, now you're offside.
And that's third penalty, I think, isn't it, out of yardage? That's disappointed for Richard Hornsman. Just giving him, just taking the foot off the gas or the foot off the throat a little bit.
So here come North Wales again. Already look like a few tired bodies out there. Ryan Ellis with the carry. Jake Burns. Burns again. He's going to go left where he finds Leon Hayes. Another knock on. Not happening.
No, they're just not executing right, are they? So you can see what they're trying to do, and you would argue that every one that they've put down has been kind of a 50-50 opportunity out. They've found the right holes, but it's either the pass a little bit too far into the line or just a little bit not on the money, and maybe, like in that case there from Hayes, just a little bit behind him. Yeah, he's got to catch it. He's got to catch it, but just like I said before, just not quite connected, are they? Just probably trying a little bit too hard. Get through the set now and put some pressure on Doncaster.
Robinson from Fanua. There's Beretta Fremo. Doncaster about to make their second change. There's Vete with another Herculean effort. He might be the man to make way.
Yeah, he's found Bert. Yeah, he's coming off now as his last effort, so he's a forward pass. Here we go.
Well, Vete's been brilliant, but here come North Wales. Pace to Burn, needs to get there. It does stop him. What a great turn of pace from Hayes. 6 from here. Owen Abel lurking. Ducking under the tackles. Best chance of the match for the visitors. There's Jordan Andrade. The Crusaders' own battering ram. Burns, they're right in front of the sticks here, North Wales. Working it to this right-hand side, and Ryan Ellis. He's got Taylor outside him.
with Lynch. Everyone back in file. Lille left, and Abel takes it off his captain. Forster pulling the strings. Burns fancied it himself, not sure that was the option. This is the last tackle. Abel's at dummy half. Forster's right behind him here. They're going to come all the way back and try and exploit that left edge. Grubber kick through, too much. And Doncaster survived.
Yeah, unfortunately, they did a great job there, Doncaster, slowing the ruck down. They were just going back. We'll just go back on the break. There was just a mistake there from Doncaster, but left edge of Wales getting up really high. Hayes there just coming up with the goods, and like you said before, George, in commentary, real turn of pace. There was real quick. Unfortunate, just the last defender, last its tackle, just halting. But after the back of that, I thought Doncaster recovered really well, controlled the ruck really well, and Wales were doing everything off slow ruck, so easily defended from Doncaster.
We've got a game on, 8 points to 0, Doncaster ahead. But North Wales will be lifted by that rare sortie into opposition territory. Burns again with Robinson. Ferris outside him, delays the ball, takes the carry himself. Ferris had overrun. Fanua was hovering. This is the last, by the way. So where are we going to go? Ben Johnson skipping away. Gives it to Burns. Grubber kick to himself. That was played out, and Crusaders fall on the ball. They had to. But a good pace and intensity around this one now.
Yeah, like you say, it's opening up, isn't it? Both benches have made several interchanges now, so there's a little bit of fatigue coming into the game, and it's just opening up a little bit. Quick men like this, Abel, Johnston, just starting to take the line on. Hayes, and we're seeing him make some inroads, and yeah, it's getting a little bit exciting now. Wales really needs to get some points on the board. Lost
it backwards, should be play on. Rainford's the new hooker off the bench. Patrick Rainford wearing 20. You're right, both sides have just made a flurry of alterations. Carl Forster won't be coming off anytime soon. Rainford waits, Andrade's there. It's going to be the kick from Leon Hayes. Right in between winger and fullback, needs a favourable bounce, that's going to go dead too. A little bit unlucky, seems to have weighted that quite well.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's not disastrous, is it? You see the Doncaster players having to sprint back now to get onside, so it's really slowed things down, cut out all the chaos, and allowed Wales to not only have a breather, but have a defensive restart from a little bit of structure, so they can control this now. It's an opportunity for Wales, I think, to put some pressure on defensively.
They would love to get themselves on the board before the break. We've got 10 minutes left, live and exclusive on the Sportsman this afternoon. We're at the Eco Power Stadium in Doncaster for the League One promotion final.
Well, Boas is on, isn't it, for Doncaster as well, so both have put new hookers on, and both are live wire hookers as well, so we may see some inroads from them. Boas will be looking to run on every opportunity.
Yeah, great to watch. Watson Boas, he takes over from Smeaton's carry. Here goes McConnell. Ferris was there, his former Featherstone teammate. They're going to kick on the fourth here. Ferris is after this, so too Farimo and Fanua. There was a casual arm put at that, but North Wales were always favourites. Jordan Andrade's having a word.
He's given a penalty, hasn't he?
And the touch judge has given a penalty here. Jordan Andrade saying to the referee, why have you not given this? Well, they've got there in the end. Offside, actually. Offside to decision.
Oh, that's penalty number 4. Every kick's gone into this corner. I don't remember him actually getting a kick, making the tackle, and making too many, making them come out too many times. They've had an easy exit every time, Wales. So it's really an area of improvement for Doncaster as we get towards that half-time marker in 9 minutes' time.
I love commentating alongside a head coach because I never keep track of penalties. I know you're counting them for both sides.
Well, it's just
an insight into how you watch a game.
Yeah, because they've done a great job, Doncaster. They're making meters very easily. The kicking game's fantastic. Everyone's been in a 10 by 10 metre square in this corner, and 4 penalties. 4 times they've let them out free. 24 free tackles there.
Here come the Crusaders again. Steadied the ship after falling 8-0 behind and having a go now with Rainford. Andrade, potentially the man who could do some damage, but he needs to look when he's offloading. Shuffle that back. They've lost 5 metres here.
Well, they're rolling the dice, aren't they? Like you say, they're quite reckless at times, them offloads, but again, you just see Abel in and around there, and you feel like something's going to happen.
Oh, it's a really good take under pressure in traffic.
Fantastic, well done.
Excellent work. Last 7 minutes of a breathless first 40 here in Doncaster. The wind appears to be swirling. Overcast skies. You got your central heating on yet, Paul?
I have cranked it on today. Sunday treat.
You won't find it on in my house anytime soon. Now then, there's a kick for the corner. It's a good-looking kick as well. Now, where did he release that from? We're waiting. The referee's checking with his touch judge. On the other side, and it's just going to be a Crusaders ball.
Okay, still a great kick. We almost said that with an air of disappointment because it was a great kick and you feel like it deserved a little bit more. But again, similar sort of theme to the last one when they give them a 7-set, the Wales to Doncaster. This is a structured restart. It's an opportunity now for Doncaster to build some pressure through the defence. There's 6 minutes left on the clock. Force an error. And you know, if they could pull some points here, Doncaster, it'd be a real shot in the arm for them going in at half-time. Both teams losing a lot of shape in attack. It's become very one-out, and like I said, a lot of rolling the dice, offloads, looking for a little bit of chaos, looking for the quick men to get in as the big men start to get a little bit tired. It was a forward pass.
It was missed by the official. Owen Abel takes it on. Did you see the Brisbane Broncos game, by the way, speaking of forward passes?
I didn't watch it.
Have you seen the try I'm referring to?
I'm not, no, but I will do now you've mentioned it.
It was a brilliant game. Brisbane were brilliant, but there was one try which had 2 forward passes in the same move, and they were both not marginal. You'd have been spitting blood, Rolls. My word.
I've seen the score, so I don't think they decided the game.
No, they weren't. They weren't pivotal moments. That's a good kick for the corner. It's a great story over there with Lee Breers at Brisbane. He'll be joining up with England's coaching staff this autumn for the Tonga series. Get your tickets. Oh, got a little ricochet there, didn't it? Not played out, of course. Came off the fire, Bretta Farimo.
Still 5 minutes, so same speech as 1 minute ago. It's Wales' opportunity to force an error as well, so the game's really slowed down. I'm not sure who that's helping at the minute. I thought North Wales might have been better just putting the bomb up in the corner and keeping the heat on.
Players just getting a bit of a breather there. No one was in much of a rush to get back underway there. Last few moments of a compelling first half. That was a good pop, strong, but I love it when Halliday comes in off his wing. Becomes an extra forward. Here come Doncaster. Is there another score before the break from either of these two? Watson Boas, Louis McConnell. Last tackle, Boas is over it. Has a look to find his half-backs, and here we go. Robinson, spiral bomb. That's going to go way too far. Almost went out on the full.
Yeah, that was a really tired set from Doncaster. There's 1 out carries. Wales dealt with it very, very comfortably. They've not moved Wales around there, so they've given Wales a little bit more energy, and then bats it up with a poor kick. Very uncharacteristic, because the one thing Doncaster are, very good kicking game from both their pivots, Johnson and Robinson in particular. But yeah, it's a poor set. It's almost gone flat, hasn't it, George?
Yeah.
The atmosphere's gone flat. Look at Wales' shape now off the ball. You could throw a blanket over him in the older.
Oh, that looked messy at the play of the ball.
Did he give a penalty?
So the referee saying he's not signalled anything yet. He's pointed. It is going to be a penalty, isn't it?
This is dangerous, Chief, for Doncaster, because the energy's gone out of the stadium, hasn't it? They've got to ride the energy and keep this game moving fast. Ooh, ugly kick to sideline, another 15 metres. But yeah, I think Doncaster really need to keep the energy going, keep the noise going, keep the fans engaged. Wales will be coming here saying, right, quieten this stadium down. Let's build the nerves, build the tension. But yeah, you know, slow restarts and sloppy sets like that just don't help Doncaster at all. They need to be a lot more aggressive and committed in what they're doing. Intricate play.
Crusaders appealing for a penalty there.
Looked high, didn't it?
Owen Abel's getting more and more involved. Pretty much from the moment where we remarked upon how he wanted to get more and more involved. Here's Andrade down the middle, senses an opportunity. Doesn't offload this time. That's where I want him offloading.
Yeah. Play the ball.
Right in front of the sticks. Is there a Crusaders try, which would really set us up perfectly for the second half. 90 seconds to go before the break. This is the last tackle, so Andrade's the dummy runner. Owen Abel joins in. Oh, he looked for the in-goal area, looked for a repeat set, I think, there, but didn't quite weight it right.
Yeah, he's just not connected right, has he? It's a bounce, it's a ball end over end. It's bounced up perfectly for Halliday, who's done a great job there. He's just tucked in position, so he can deal with the run play and he can deal with the kick. It's great positioning from Halliday and fielded it brilliantly. Oh, it's a good forward pass. Here's your chance. Here's your chance, North Wales. Smeaton forward pass. Lovely little short side play. Lovely. I'm not. I look at it again. I wasn't sure myself whether it was forward, but
well, they need to get a wriggle on because the official clock in the stadium. In fact, well, we've got the official timekeeper to right, and we're definitely in the last minute. There's sometimes a little bit of a discrepancy with that running rolling clock on the screen. But anyway, I think this is pretty much it in terms of opportunities. They're going to go left to right and then back again to the left side. Oh, couldn't quite get the ball away. They sprung out of the line, Doncaster here, looking to preserve this 8-0 lead. Owen Abel, Andrade on his shoulder, gives it to the big man. Spins out of the tackle. Can he get the offload? Not this time. Last minute, I'm hearing from the official timekeeper. So there is time for this set. Darting towards the line. They're 5 away. Rainford's there. Waiting is Leon Hayes. Opportunity perhaps for Abel. Spins out of a couple. Past Watson Boas. Back to the left. Hayes again. Shows a dummy. Darts for the line. And he's almost there. Brilliant defence, Doncaster. You can hear the crowd. That roar of anticipation. Back to the danger man Abel. Lovely ball. Flat pass. And it's going to be Doncaster valiantly defending their line again. Final play of the half. Rainford. Is there something for Crusaders? Where's he gone? Oh, he had the opportunity there. It's going to be play on though. It's the last play this. The hooters sounding. They need to find something. Andrade. What a wonderful passage of play. Herculean defending from Doncaster to keep the Crusaders at bay and preserve an 8-0 half-time lead.
Yeah, well, they saved the best to the last 2 minutes of this game is where it really came to life. Wales just found some energy there. They got some field position and really found the energy switched up and turned up the gas there. In particular, Abel getting his hands on the ball. He looks most likely in the Wales side to beat a man and cause some disruption and really sets up a platform for Hayes to have a crack at them. What I will say, through Doncaster, in particular with Holstock in particular and Guzdeck, come up with some really big challenges in that set there. It was Holstock in the initial who stunted Andrade there. He put his body in front. It's a real tough challenge, and then Guzdeck there in the end just just getting in front of Hayes and really cleaning that one up just as it looks. It was just Madder scores in there and gets Wales' first points on the board. So good from both sides there just to finish the half. Confidence booster for Wales, but again, Doncaster showing a little bit of resilience and a little bit of fight there at the end.
I was going to say, if I'm Crusaders head coach Carl Forster, as we have a look at the tail of the tape, half-time, Fanua's try, Robertson 2 from 2. If I'm Carl Forster, I don't think I'm too disheartened by that.
No, and again, he'll take a lot from last week. There was a similar situation last week. It wasn't as it wasn't all plain sailing. They wasn't in front till later in the game. So they're a team that can play for the 80 minutes. And I said before, the longer it goes, the more nervous Doncaster gets. So Carl Forster will be okay with that.
So 8-0 at the break. Let's revisit the key moments of what was at times a breathless first half of Rugby League.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, it's Fanua here, who's we've waxed lyrical about Abel with the ball in his hand. This one, defensively, he's just a little bit too lightweight for Fanua. So they'll be really disappointed right edge there for Wales with that one. But here's another opportunity. It's the late hit, isn't it? So they've already got the 6 in front. Some great kick. Sideline conversion previously from Robinson, and then an easy 2 points for him on the late hit.
North Wales grew into the game, I felt, and they were peppering the line on the hooter.
Well, it's this guy Abel again, isn't it? He just beats men, doesn't he, all the time, causes disruption, pulls defenders out of shape, and then gets his passaways. It's Hayes there who's played real direct and had a crack at them. He's been really good. And then the big fella there who's been good for offloads. He's brought a new dimension on that occasion. There's 3, 4, 5 men in that tackle just to clean him up and close down the half and send them in 8 points in front. So I think they'll both be pretty happy, both coaches. However, I think Richard Arnold points to a few disciplinary things down at this end where they could have really put the foot on the throat and posted more points on the back of it.
The thoughts of the Salford Red Devils head coach Paul Rowley with us on the Sportsman this afternoon. We've got a game on. It's advantage Doncaster, as we sensed it might be. They're the big favourites here. North Wales, the underdogs, having finished some 14 points adrift of their rivals Doncaster in the regular table. That counts for nothing today. What a second half we have in prospect. Don't go anywhere. Half time here at the Eco Power Stadium in the Betfred League One promotion final. It's Doncaster 8, North Wales Crusaders 0.
And a Super League season comes to its conclusion here tonight. It is 4 in a row. Robinson! Is a moment for long. He's picked it. A brilliant follow try. And a Super League season comes to its conclusion here tonight. It is 4 in a row. Robinson! This is a moment for long. He's kicked it. A brilliant Morrow try.
This is spectacular, absolutely spectacular. England are on a roll.
There's Torrid jerseys everywhere. The 18-year-old scores.
Wales over for the first try in this World Cup.
Yaho's got the ball. He's kicked to the end goal. And they have pulled out a try.
So plenty of exciting rugby league still ahead. Make sure you're there for the Super League Grand Final. Get your tickets, be part of the climax of the Betfred Super League season. And then of course we have England versus Tonga as well to come in the Autumn International Series. Right here, we've got to find a winner to promote to the Betfred Championship. At the moment, it's the favourites, Doncaster, holding sway. 8 points to nil, just the one try, Mahe Fanua, and the other 4 points coming from the boot of scrum half Connor Robinson. But North Wales have had their chances as we welcome, or we await to welcome back the players for the second half. Here come the home side, Doncaster, 40 minutes away from promotion to the Betfred Championship, unless Carl Forster's North Wales Crusaders have something else up their sleeve. Doncaster, Paul Rowley in the box seat, but North Wales by no means out of this.
No, absolutely not. And I was thinking about it at half-time, and I thought, you know what, they look like this is how I contrast these two teams. I think Doncaster, to me, I spoke about the expectation and that before, and I think they look like a team that are trying not to lose it, and Wales look like a team that are trying to win it. And it's culminating in a fascinating affair, isn't it? And if I'm Richard Orme first and foremost in the Doncaster dressing room, I'm calling for them to be a lot more direct, have a lot more courage in the conviction, because they just seem a little bit not crisp, not connected enough, not executing the passes as accurately as they should do, and not running as strongly as they should do, with a few exceptions, mainly Albert Vetti, who's really has stood up and been great for them. We've not, Boas has come on. I don't think he took one carry, so you'd be looking for him to be more incisive in and around that ruck, and like I said before, just be more direct and a little bit more confident, because what you don't want to do is get a team like North Wales, who are chancing their arm, will chance their arm, love to play off the back of chaos, in particular with Abel, and before you know it, they'll pick your pocket, and they'll be right back in this game. And in an attempt not to lose the game, it might just come unstuck, because I think what they need to do is just back themselves a little bit more. Doncaster, they've been great all year. They've been consistent and stick to what they've been doing all year, which is strong carries up and around that middle with their outside backs. They can do more for me. Not seeing enough of their outside backs. Halliday, Fanua, Farimo and Hay, all carving up that middle area. I'd like to see more from all of them.
We're back underway with North Wales at Crusaders in possession. Jordan Andrade's initial carry and his side on the 20-metre line, trailing 8-0. Just the one try over the first 40 minutes. A tight contest. Mahe Fanua scored it. But having watched this North Wales Crusaders side, who get a penalty now for a high shot and a piggyback up the pitch, having watched this Crusaders side the last few weeks, I don't think we're counting them out until the scoreboard says it's an impossibility.
Absolutely not, and things like that, just the frustration grows, doesn't it? The tension again. They're just inviting trouble, aren't they, Doncaster? You know, Wales are having to earn it at that point. It's just was it a tackle 4, tackle 5 penalty, giving them territory like 25 metres out now from the Doncaster line. Unnecessary pressure on themselves.
Early opportunity with Andrade, the Jamaica international.
He's a big unit as well, isn't he?
There's Rainford and promoted, and here they come. Immediately under the sticks here, the Crusaders. Rainford waits from dummy half into Costello. Andrade wanted it, goes behind him. Little stutter step from Leon Hayes. And he gives himself up. Rainford again, he's made a difference. Owen Abel in the pink boots. Oh, it's knocked on. Well, it was a gift of an intercept, and I think it was so surprised.
It's James, isn't it?
He just put it down.
He probably saw the distance in front of him and thought, nobody's going to expect me to run 95 metres because there's no chance I'm doing that. So, but again, it's Abel, isn't it? Causing disruption, cutting back across, and getting into them spaces in around the middle, making them middles have a second effort. He really frightens them to death, doesn't he? But great start to the second half from Wales.
And they have an opportunity with Owen Abel. He still looks the most likely to unpick this Doncaster defence. Rainford, Andrade, the battering ram. Met in kind by Brett Ferris and Watson Boas. Here they come again with Hayes. No way through Smeaton or Boas there. Owen Abel's waiting, first receiver left side, feints, does Rainford, goes instead to Callum Hazard. Little dummy from, he's lost over the line, Rainford. And Watson Boas picks it up.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's just Rainford there. He is lively, isn't he? And he's been the lively of the two. Him and Boas both came on at similar times. It's Rainford who looks keener to run. And but what we've seen from Wales is they did this last week. They started tipping on in and around that 4th and 5th defender in, where they found space against Hunslet. And they did it again early in that previous set. Just a little tip on moving them around and finding a bit more space to run into. It's a really lively start, and yeah, maybe a sign of things to come from a Wales perspective.
There goes Ferris. Doncaster up to halfway. Last tackle, it's Boas, and then drilled along the ground by Connor Robinson. Owen Abel didn't fancy that one. Oh, it's a good chase.
It's a strong contact, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Fanua, the try scorer, who is a big unit.
He actually looks like he's having fun, Fanua, doesn't he?
Yeah.
With and without the ball, so he's not doing lots of work, but what he is doing is of a high quality.
He's always played that way, as a guy who's just playing for fun.
That's the best way, isn't it?
North Wales in possession on their own 40 here.
There's that space again, just wide of the ruck, just away from that A and B defender, just a little bit wider. They're finding space and inroads.
Rainford gets a penalty, another high shot. Yeah. There's been a few of them. I wonder if the referee's going to start warning.
Late in the count, though, I think Wales have been really disciplined. But it's Doncaster late in the count on the last two now. Play five is giving them a restart. 20 metres out, full set. They're inviting trouble. They can't keep doing this.
There's Hazard. Here they come once again. Little darting run from Costello. The subs have been good. Hazard, Andrade, Costello and Rainford all out there at the moment. It's a delayed pickup. Hazard just almost apologetically strolls into the line. Says, let's set up again. Rainford floats one. Hayes. Abel. No way through. He's ducking through again. Couple to go this set. It's with big Matt Reed, then Hayes, and then even bigger Jordan Andrade. This is the last, right in front of the post. Options left, options right, they're going right. It's back with Hayes, well positioned is Framo, and he, well, that was a little bit too easy for him ultimately.
Yeah, again, just bounced into his hands, didn't it? Just probably the wrong choice of kick. Just needed to get it a little bit off the side of the boot there. But again, asking questions. Wales probably need to improve a little bit on the push. They're getting in and around the Murrays I spoke about before. Just the fourth and fifth defender in, but just sometimes lacking that push. Certainly in and around the big bopper there, the Andrade who's got the offload on him. Good tackle.
Another offload. Rainford goes high. It's getting a bit spicy.
Yeah, it's a bit back now, isn't it? What you can sense, what has happened is the supporters for Doncaster starting to call for everything out. They want knock-ons, they want forward passes, they're calling for penalties. So Wales are doing the job. They're creating some tension, they're silencing the crowd, and building that pressure. So the longer it goes on, the more nervous they'll get.
Keelan Foster is on for Matt James, I think, for Doncaster, who will start this set on halfway off the back of that penalty. Robinson and then McConnell.
Got to say, I spoke about the Doncaster bench being influential in the last semi, but I've got to say this game I think Wales' bench have come on and trumped them. They've been very good and made a difference to the Wales side.
Off goes Ben Johnson.
There's his first run.
Watson Boas has a little look, brings it back. Now then, where's this going to end up? North Wales favourite to deal with this, but it's going to be more pressure coming their way.
Good set. It's a great set, wasn't it? It was a great set. Again, Watson Boas out to dummy half. Nothing particular flash, but again, big men don't like people running out of dummy half with leg speed. It's simple. That's how you stop a defensive line coming forward, is to run at them, run into the fire, so to speak. And they all planted. He skimmed across 3 lanes before feeding the outside backs. It was a great kick. Was it Robinson who got the kick away? Really clever kick just to get a repeat set and start to build that process and build the pressure.
Huge dropout. Made it up to halfway. And then Brett Ferris. I beg your pardon. Holstock it was. Yeah. Ferris still making his way back from that, from his position upfield. Holstock with the carry. Alex Holstock. Watson Boas promotes. And a little dummy almost through. There was a lot of interest there. Sam Smeaton was yelling for it. Boas one-handed pickup. Goes on his own. He's going to be held up over the line. The hooker. So back they come again.
They did well there, Wales. Johnson is a show and goal. They know that. Everybody knows he does that all the time. And then Boas done well to put their hands on the ball.
Chris Barrett's about to come back on for North Wales. Will they still be 8-0 down, or could it get worse? This is the last tackle. They're going to go left. Little dance through the line as he got there. It's a brilliant effort from Connor Robinson.
That's a great tackle.
But an even better tackle.
That's a great tackle. I'd like to see that again. He looks like he's going to get the ball down there. So I'm not sure who comes in secondary into that tackle. It's our boy, isn't it? Again, Abel. Yeah, it is. He's really put his shoulder in there. He had to join in. He was a secondary person in that tackle. You know, he really cleaned it up. It's Rainford who got low on him. He's done a great job, Rainford. And then Connor Abel come in, and Owen Abel came in and just saved the try. Really, it's fantastic from Wales. That. Not out of trouble though. There's a bit of energy now about Doncaster.
Jordan Andrade's come off for a breather while we were watching that replay. Here is Owen Abel. And then Matt Reid. Abel again. Promoted by the substitute. Barrett, who's back on, play on. It's with Abel again. He's just... Oh, has he lost it? It's gone back. Should be play on, should it?
That should be back. That should be play on.
It went backwards, and did it hit a Doncaster hand? It should be another 6-4 North Wales, I think.
It's a ball steal, wasn't it? Which is just play on, yeah.
Yeah. But he's got it right.
Yeah, he has it. I don't think he was sure, was he, the ref? So, but ultimately, he's got the right decision in the end. So, it should have been play on. However, it's the right decision. As I said before, though, the Doncaster fans are just getting a little bit edgy, aren't they?
As we await the scrum, our colleagues from the RFL are just going around the perimeter of the pitch with the promotion and the championship banners. I just always wonder how much that affects out the corner of the eye, those involved out there.
Oh, right, yeah.
Making their way around with
I don't think they'll notice, George.
Crusaders on the attack, 8-0 they trail, half an hour left of this one. And they're within 10. What a chance. Doncaster have defended brilliantly, but Crusaders knocking at the door still. Hayes, this is good for Cole Oakley. Try scorer 7 days ago. Last tackle, Abel's over it. Leon Hayes is the target, here he is. Crossfield left footer, now then. Great take. What a take for Ramo.
Well, he's spent a career taking them, hasn't he? Oh, that's a tight short side he's gone down. He's run the gauntlet there for Nua. Oh.
Well, it's promising for Crusaders, but you look at the way Doncaster are defending, you just wonder how they're going to get through them.
Yeah, well, I feel where they'll get through them is the short passing. I think the long shifts are getting dealt with pretty easily. So you see they're going to be able in and around the middle, just causing some disruption, but then pushing real tight support, like I said before, in and around that 4th and 5th defender. I think sooner Kyle Forster gets himself back on that field, the better.
Last tackle, Doncaster still in their own half. Watson Boas, Robinson's left boot again, cuts across it, makes it a difficult pickup, and almost has to wait for it to stop. Does the winger before he brings it back. Lynch. But Crusaders having a go. Reid again, in off his wing. Houghton with a strong one. Abel. Toby Hughes. Abel.
That's the pass. That's the pass. They need to keep testing that. Look how they got 4-man in. They got Smeaton involved in that tackle. So now a big man in James has had to come round the corner. That's when you can get the pivots. Hayes running at the bigger fellas.
Well, it was caught in goal.
Yeah, they're just a play late on the tip on. A play late.
Referee saying we're not ready for this.
There's the blueprint.
Home fans getting a bit restless though, which I think is credit to North Wales.
Absolutely. They can see it. They can feel the nerves. There's a vulnerability about Doncaster. I really do think Forster needs to get himself back on that field.
Boas taken on again by Holstock.
The little fella. There's a bit of a mismatch here. Bit of a push and shove in the background, right? Nothing too much. It's Rainford and is it James?
I think the referee just wants to chat. What are we all doing?
Foster it is. Foster and Rainford.
I'll explain it to you. Right, I've got an accusation of a gouge.
Yeah, you've got a mark on your face.
Right, so I've not seen it. Can we all witness? I can't see it on his face, right? So I'm placing it on report, all right?
Do you know what? If he's not found guilty, what's the repercussions? At the minute, everybody's just moaning, saying there's stuff happening, and there's definitely no happening.
What? Mate, just go over there. Sam. I'm not the MRP.
I know you're not.
I know, but Bentley somewhere, don't need to me, all right? No, that's 2 there. 2, yes.
Nick Bennett placing the incident on report.
I'll tell you when. 2.
Well, he wasn't happy, was he, Rainford? Something happened in
not too far,
in the
boys.
tackle there.
Are we good? Go 2.
And for the disciplinary to sort out.
We'll have another look at that in a moment. Doncaster bring us back forward. That's what it was.
I can see he's not happy there, Rainford.
Well, they'll pick the bones out of that anyway.
I think he thinks he's got a bit of a finger in the eye.
This is the last. Robinson thought he was going to put up a drop goal there. He puts one up into the
what a take.
Sky, and it's a great take. It seemed to hang in the air for ages.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. With Fanua in and around there as well, who's excellent in the air. That's a great catch. Was it Lynch who took the ball? Great catch. Well done.
Quietly been pretty tight over there, Josh Lynch. North Wales at some point need to find a spark, though. They've enjoyed a lot of possession, a decent amount of territory, without really that cutting edge so far.
No, just turning it back in a couple of times now, finding Abel in the middle, that time just turning against the grain, back in against these middles. I thought it'd be Doncaster who went for Wales middles, but it's quite the opposite at the minute. It's Wales who see the vulnerability in and around the big Doncaster pack.
Leon Hayes kicking, Tom Halliday returning. And then just stopping before the contact.
He's become more involved, hasn't he, last 5-10 minutes. I think that's his third carry in the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Very important player in this team, as is this guy off the bench, Watson Boas. 25 minutes to go. Holstock drives Doncaster forward again, up to halfway with Robinson, over to Ferris, and then the power of Mahe Fanua. Ferris promotes, Robinson takes it on, and here come Doncaster again, another offload, but that was ill-advised. McConnell wasn't looking.
There's the intercepts. Well done, Wales, though. Dealt with it. Again, not direct enough for me, Doncaster. Too eager to shift. Really simple for Wales, not taking enough energy out the Wales tank by just making them play quick, speeding up the ruck, in total contrast to what they did in the semi.
So it's Jack Houghton.
I'm not sure if that's a tactic or I'm going to guess it's not. I just think it's I'm not sure. Doncaster just not heading the right place at the minute.
Toby Hughes and Leon Hayes, the Crusaders halves, linking up again. They need to find a way to unlock this Doncaster defence, which has been watertight so far. The home side readying another change on this near side. Brad Knowles is going to come back on. He was excellent in his first stint. Referee has got his whistle in his mouth. Well, he may have come out to the pitch without his whistle. He's used it a lot since.
It's another penalty, isn't it? It's Ferris who's getting involved.
Let's have another look at this.
I mean,
looked worse than it was, I think.
Yeah.
He pulled out.
It's a zero tolerance, isn't it? And we all look at them and think that, oh, geez, there's nothing in that. But the referees,
I mean, it's a tip tackle. If he doesn't pull out, that's awful, but he did.
Across the board, they are giving him, and it is frustrating because I think, to be fair to Brett Ferris, he showed an element of control and you know, consideration for.
Oh my word! Crusaders have put the ball down straight away. Doncaster are reacting in their face. This could boil over soon.
Well, this is the liveliest it's been, isn't it? So, yeah, probably feel like they've been a little bit of injustice and, yeah, dropped it clean there from Ellis. But they get him right in the face, and he's given him a good old crack in the back as well. Robinson, he's come through with it, he's played to the whistle.
He made sure that wasn't play on.
Absolutely. So hey, he's fair game as well. He's gone to it. So like he says, a little bit of zest coming into the game now.
22 minutes or so to go. Doncaster ball. Advantage Doncaster, but the game's still in the balance. 8 points to 0 in the Betfred League One promotion final, live and exclusive this afternoon on the Sportsman. It's been a pleasure to bring you games from Betfred League One, the Betfred Women's Super League and the Wheelchair Leagues as well. On the Sportsman, with terrific work from all of our team at In Touch Productions throughout the season. It's been another great year of Rugby League. Last tackle. Where are Doncaster going to go here? Robinson has been really heavily involved. He's just gone high. He's gone very narrow. Oh, it's a good take. Again, I thought he'd gone too early. I just wonder how windy it is out there, because everyone seems to be jumping so early for these balls. They're hanging in the air.
Yeah, it's Lynch again, isn't it? He's been great in the air over there. He's done a fantastic job, but that ball was all over the place, wasn't it? It just seemed to blow back 3 to 5 metres. So, yeah, like you say, it's a blustering win.
Carl Forster's back on. Crusaders player coach. Their talisman, their leader, back on for the last 20 minutes of their season. Last tackle. They're running it down this near side. Eventually a kick from Cole Oakley. It's not a bad one, you know. And a good chase too. That's, well, by hook or by crook, that's a good end to the set.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's one of them balls that just never seem to bounce up. They've been bouncing in Doncaster's favour all afternoon, but that one just rolled on endlessly. And it's a great end to the set, like you say, George. So opportunity for Forster now with Forster on. They've got the starting pack all back in the firepower. It's getting to the point where they really need to get over the whitewash.
If we're going to get another score in this game, it's going to be absolutely key. Another Doncaster score, that's probably it. North Wales can rescue something here, but they need to find a way through. Robinson goes right down the pitch off the left boot. Is that going to go dead? It looks really nicely weighted. Oh, wow, what a kick. What a kick. Eventually, he just got there. He's not sure. He's going to have a check with his touch judge.
Oh, I'd like to see that again.
We're talking millimetres there, aren't we?
I'm not sure he's bluffed him.
He knew, Matt Reid, he knew he had to act because it had stopped dead.
Oof, has he bluffed him? Oh, well, I'd be a good poker player. Good on him.
Wow. Here we go then, over halfway. Crusaders, they're going to have chances. They will have more opportunities, but Doncaster's defending has been terrific.
That's the pass right there. That's where they got him.
Barrett took that one on. Forster, Ellis, Rainford. Forster's waiting, there he is, first receiver, flings it back. Abel, perhaps he's the man. Miss out ball to the big man Reid, back inside, behind everyone. Owen Abel will pick it up. Scamper backwards in those pink boots. And say, who's with me? I'll go on my own then. A chip and chase from Abel, didn't get the bounce. Connor Robinson took it, he's been excellent today. The Doncaster number 7.
He has, hasn't he? You start thinking about him. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, who's the standout player here? And there's not really anybody stood out. It's been a little bit. Everybody's contributed evenly. But here's a knock on. It's a big play.
Wow.
It's a big play. I think Rainford's made a big difference since he's come on at hooker. I think Abel, and like you said, Robinson for Doncaster has been the key. I think Vetty had a real good opener, but obviously we've not seen him since.
Great opportunity this.
I wonder why Vetty's not reappeared.
Yeah, his first stint was excellent, wasn't it? I think we'll be seeing Andrade again as well. Can North Wales make this one count, or will Doncaster's defence hold out again? Cole Oakley over it. Appeals and is ignored by the referee. Up the middle once more with Barrett, Rainford, Forster, short ball, Houghton dropped it.
Oh.
And here come Doncaster. Well, they've had the chances. So far it hasn't clicked, and here come Doncaster, knowing if they can find a spark, they probably won it. It might be that man Halliday.
There we go.
Ferramo took it on.
Well, finally, it's took 60 minutes, and they're finally going up the middle there. 3 carries, they've churned up 50 metres.
Crusaders looking a little bit tired as they get back 10. Smeaton.
Tackle forward and move!
2 to go this set. Burns has a glance. And last tackle, 25 out. Burns centre field. Robinson is on his left shoulder. Feints to run and then darts through. Robinson, brilliant! And McConnell will finish. And Doncaster take a giant stride back to the Betfred Championship.
Yeah, it was great from Robinson. He's spotted there. They've got 1 back. They've got 3 in the line. Rainford's back late. There's a 3rd defender out the tackle, so he's got 3 to run at, all trying to defend a wide space. He's come off that left foot, been really direct. He's been great, Robinson, hasn't he, and put it back inside to McConnell, who's also been great. So, yeah, probably fitting for Robinson to get that try. Well, to set that try up with what looks to me, I can't see anything different than that. That to me will be the winning try. It's an early call, but the way this game's going, it's been a tight affair. It's great play from Robinson, great vision, and he really had the Wales defence stressed at that point, and identified it and nailed his opportunity.
Is that the game-breaking moment? Robinson's been everywhere, and he made that happen. And Louis McConnell did the rest.
Well, they had a good start, didn't they, to the game, McConnell as well. So, you know, him and Knowles in particular linking up well in them early exchanges. I thought they were really good for Doncaster and just been plugging away. But it's Robinson who's probably been the most consistent thing about Doncaster. He's done his job consistently to a very high standard all afternoon. His kicking game's been good off the tee and out of hand. So he's been great.
No mistake from Robinson, and 14 points to 0. Doncaster's lead is edging towards the unassailable.
Yeah, you just look at it. You always felt, we mentioned before, that Halliday had a part to play in this game, and he suddenly started running, and that's the result of it. And then the other big boppers come in there for Emos, just getting in and around that ruck, causing some destruction, fracturing them. And then the late man back, Rainford, who's been great, Rainford, but on that occasion he can't get back in the line, and he's picked him out. They've gone without him, they've left a space, and Robinson's seen it and exploited it. It's really smart from Robinson. He's been great though. He's, like I said, he's had a good game up to now. He's been great. Well, the place has livened up as well. The fans have started to ease into a few songs now, starting to enjoy the occasion. There's 14 minutes left on the clock, and Wales are looking a little bit tired.
Well, Jake Burns is back on, head interchange. During that, Patrick Rainford, he's gone off to be reassessed, and Doncaster sense they can put this game to bed now. They're off again. Here they come. Smeaton's inside. They're falling off the tackles. Doncaster sense blood here. Watson Boas going on his own and then eventually back in field over everyone. Good pick up from Burns. Floated to the far side where Fanua's waiting. Ferris has knocked on, has he? No, he's play on. McConnell just straightens up and they'll set up again in front of the sticks here. Just wondered whether Ferris had got a fingertip on that. Burns waits. Johnson to his right. Smeaton with him. Johnston into traffic. And that will be the turnover.
Yeah, Johnson again, just for that show and go, isn't it? Just trying to catch him unaware. But it's not a bad place to turn over the ball. They've got all the pitch in front of them, Wales, and Doncaster with a little bit of energy now. Obviously had the break from the try and starting to build pressure.
Have Crusaders got anything left? They've had a ridiculous end of season run. 3 knockout wins on the spin on the road at Workington, Oldham and Hunslet, but they've come up against an immovable object here in Doncaster this afternoon. But they're still having a go, and Reed. Boas, brilliant. Halliday finished him off, and he's going to be in touch. Oh, he's done well. Flings it back in field. It's gone backwards, it's still play on, and Burns is away. He's done really well. Made a 20-metre gain, the hooker. Abel, Hayes, and Hughes. Ellis now. Last tackle in front of the post, 20 out. Little grubber kick through. Now then, it's picked up and they're in. Toby Hughes. Crusaders just don't know when they're beaten. 14-4 with the kick to come, 11 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, his half-partner Leon Hayes has been taking all the headlines of late, but Toby Hughes, a good little player there, has put the ball through and just gathered his own kick, but he's come from a good start here. Just as Doncaster looked like they were getting the man in touch for Reed, it was Burns who picked it up, bouncing ball, bumped off one, bumped off another, 40-metre run, put him in field position, and again Toby Hughes there, lovely little kick through and gather, and just dives in at the corner. So this team do not know when they're beat. It's an absolute credit to them. The spirit in the camp must be absolutely phenomenal. They must have a good culture, and like I said before, it's a credit to them.
This would be useful. He swung the left boot at it and nailed it. So it's as you were. Back-to-back tries, 14-6. And still over 10 minutes of this one to go.
Yeah, well, I wrote them off, didn't I? The last Doncaster try, I thought that was it. But again, I should have known better, shouldn't I? I watched Wales last week. I should know better that they're made of sterner stuff. And yeah, it was Toby Hughes. He's still down on the pitch there over the try line, so I'm not sure what happened to him. He's just getting some treatment there on his leg. But he doesn't look in a good way. He looks in a lot of pain there, which will be a huge blow this part of the game, in particular for Wales. So he's on his feet, which is a good sign, but he still looks a little bit ginger. I think the referee's going to wait and give him every opportunity to get back into the game. What a team this Wales had, what a season they've had. Like you said, there's so much adversity and.
Well, you used the word resilience first half, and they're proving you right.
No, absolutely, yeah. It's again, no matter what happens, this team can be almighty proud of their efforts this year. They've been fantastic. Good news, got back up. He's good. He's good to go. The try scorer, Toby Hughes. He's had a good season for Wales.
So we've got approximately 10 minutes to go.
Absolutely, the party's on hold still.
14-6. Can North Wales find another? It was just that Jake Burns' little burst, wasn't it?
Yeah, they just beat tackles, don't they? They've got several players in the ranks that just beat tackles, so Burns is one of them. And what would a try do now? That would make it for a tense finish, wouldn't it?
It would make this arena pretty edgy for the last 10 minutes. Doncaster, remember, have lost the last 2 of these grand finals in League One. They've been in League One since 2016, knocking at the door to get back up. Whereas North Wales really have come from nowhere.
Pressure. It's a wonderful thing.
There's a lot of it there.
Oh, here we go.
Now then, where's that going to go? It's going to be Doncaster ball, and it's Robinson who picks it up.
Trying something differently on Hayes there, just a reverse kick. Looking for that boy again, Owen Abel. It's the double act. It's a little bit like we said with Halliday having an influence on this game. You still think that Abel's got a part to play somewhere.
That was Ferris. Now it's Vete. Runs into Forster.
They've been patient with him, haven't they? Vete, they've held him back.
Johnston. Smeaton. No way through. He just has a look this time, Connor Robinson. Oh, he's been excellent over there, the winger. He's going to get forced, I think, for a drop out here, and he is.
Well, it's a good kick, isn't it? He's pinpoint. He's had a lot of time to kick it, I must say, and he's kept his composure there, Robinson, and put it on a platter really. And the 2 big boys there, Beretta Farama and Fanua, just hold him up, don't they, and put him over the try line, just to build some more pressure and to run down this clock.
They're going short. It's a comfortable one for Watson Boas, and then sets off blind side. Still going. Referee says come back. Got a bit excited there, Watson Boas.
Yeah, he's playing the right centre, isn't he? So a little bit different. Not seeing as much as him would probably like.
Ellis has come off. Final interchange for North Wales. Here's McConnell, the try scorer. Another Doncaster try now does secure promotion, you sense. 14-6, 7 minutes or so to go. Burns. Robinson! Almost there. He's the live wire. Well, he's hurt.
He's nearly scored about 3 tries, hasn't he, Robinson? He's been stopped short on a few.
Vete towards the line. He's going to take some stopping. 5 North Wales Crusaders to hold the big man. There's going to be gaps now if there's 5 there. Can they find it? Ferris floats one. Still they come, ducking under the tackles eventually. Johnston halted. Smeaton yelling for it. Oh, a great scoop. Guzdek, and then Smeaton to the line. Smeaton! Doncaster's leader! With a huge try, they surely now secures promotion back to the Betfred Championship.
Well, if there was ever a popular try scorer, I think everybody put Smeaton's name on it. He's been the leader for Doncaster all year. He's been a centre for over a decade at top level in Championship. He's been a fantastic player for such a long time. He's moved into the back row and been a revelation. And I think it's quite fitting that he's just cropped up there on that right edge, just brushed a couple of defenders to one side and just sneaked in there in the corner for what surely will seal the grand final victory and the promotion into Championship for Doncaster. They've been patient, they've waited, they've had heartbreak, and I think today on the journey he's finally going to have an happy ending for them, and much deserved, and none more so than that talisman there for them, Sam Smeaton. It's a great try. He's had a great year, and it's topped it off brilliantly.
Great moment for Sam Smeaton. What about the pickup, by the way? And Smeaton with a captain's knock to surely now secure promotion. Over 2,500 inside the Eco Power Stadium watching this and enjoying it. I'll tell you elsewhere, the winners of this League One Grand Final last year, Swinton, look like they are staying in the Championship. They needed to win today. They were away at Halifax and they're winning well. And that is, I think, going to relegate Keighley straight back down.
What does that... he's
hit the post.
What does that do for Halifax? Do they stay
in the playoff places? I don't know. It was very complicated this morning when I looked at that. I thought, we're doing League One today. I'll ignore that.
No, I've tested you there.
Well, Halifax were 8th at start of play, so that means, well, if they've lost, they're not going to be any higher than 8th, are they? So they're out of it. There, that's Halifax's season over. And then it's Sheffield, Bradford, London, York, Batley. Take your pick. Anyway, that's for another day. Last few minutes of this one. Doncaster have been excellent. We should take actually your Betfred player of the match, probably, Paul Rowley, at this point.
Yeah, well, just notable mentions then again. You've got to say, picked him last week, Abel. Owen Abel was fantastic last week. He's been fantastic again today, albeit what will be a losing side. So I just think for Doncaster, like I said before, there were some moments of brilliance from Vetting, particularly started strong. Brad Knowles, I really like the way he started the game, and McConnell. Halliday had some strong involvements late in the second half that's been influential, but there can only be one, surely, George. I think he's had his fingerprints on everything good for Doncaster, and that's Connor Robinson.
Doncaster not done yet. Great little offload, but it's taken by North Wales. So the Betfred player of the match in the League One promotion final, Connor Robinson, the Doncaster number 7, selected by Paul Rowley. But certainly not disagreed with by me. He's been excellent today. And he came up really with the game-breaking moment, the McConnell try, which really opened things up.
Absolutely. I just think he's been consistent, hasn't he? He's been great for Doncaster. As we just watched Wales now, here he is again. How many carries has this fella taken? So doesn't deserve to be on the losing side, as they say. But I think Doncaster overall have been deserving. They've been connected. They've shared the workload out. There's been a lot of good performers, but it's been a real team effort from Doncaster. They've been pretty good, and they deserve. And I'm really pleased for Richard On in particular too. He's been here some while now, and he's done brilliantly with Doncaster. And yeah, we wish them well. It's been it's great to see them get the success at last.
Owen Abel, has he put that straight into touch? He has, by a long distance. Hasn't quite happened for North Wales fullback Owen Abel this afternoon, or his side. But what an effort from Carl Forster's men. They went 0-7 at the start of the season. Had to play pretty much all the season on the road. Only 2 matches at home in Colwyn Bay all year. Carl Forster, first season as player coach, a St Helens boy. Played with the likes of James Graham and James Roby and Paul Sculthorpe and Sean Long. Now he's leading from the front with North Wales Crusaders, but I think he will admit Doncaster have been the better side today. Confirmation, by the way, that Keighley have been relegated from the Betfred Championship. So Keighley coming down and Doncaster coming up.
Yeah, just a note on Forster as well. I think everywhere he's been as a player, he has such an impact, and he's so influential. You know, he at Whitehaven, at Barrow, and now here to be a player coach in this modern era is. I actually don't know how he does it. It is a credit to him. I'm sure when he chooses the coaching route and can focus all his attention on that as well, he'll have a really good career as a coach. He clearly does something right, doesn't he?
Barrett. Burns for North Wales. Dying embers of the Betfred League One season. Is there a consolation for North Wales? No, it's popped up. It's gone backwards, has it, off Doncaster?
He's giving it to Doncaster.
To answer your question that you asked a couple of minutes ago, and it's taken me that long to get my head around, I think York are sneaking into the 6 in the Championship.
Really?
They come from nowhere last few weeks, but they're...
I wondered where he'd gone.
Beat.
He's been a bit table doing his maths.
York are winning at Barrow. And there's the hooter. It's Doncaster's day. The North Wales Crusaders journey comes to an end through utter Doncaster dominance. Richard Horne's side have been knocking on the door the past few years. Back-to-back grand final defeats, but no hat-trick. Today has been their day, inspired by their live wire scrum half Connor Robinson. Doncaster are back in the Betfred Championship. Paul Rowley.
Yeah, absolutely, and much deserved. And you look at the people in and around Doncaster, the crowd's gone mad at the minute. So you've got Carl Hall, who's been here now some years. Good reward for him. Richard Horne, good reward for him. It's been fantastic. And then the final say of the afternoon went to Sam Smeaton with that try there. So again, he's been in and around this championship now for some years, but consistently performing at such a high level. He's been a great player and continues to be so. So it's a fitting end for him to get the try that ultimately earned them promotion. And it's great to have Doncaster back. This stadium, this club, and they've seen it in the past when they've had success that the fans will follow. So it's an opportunity now to grow Doncaster again and get them back and sustain some success, just like Swinton have done. And I wish them all the best for the future in the new league.
Lovely moments being shared between these two sets of players. The delight, of course, is all Doncaster. The energy, the enthusiasm, the relief, I'm sure, too. But once those battered and bruised bodies of the North Wales Crusaders sit down and take stock, there'll be so much pride of what they've achieved.
Yeah, I don't think they can be anything but proud. I think everybody associated with the club, the families, the friends, the supporters, the administrators of the club will be very, very proud, and I think everybody will accept it's probably not the right time in their journey to get promoted anyway. I think Doncaster are far better positioned to be ready for that promotion, as we see some really good pictures now of the big man Carl Hall just getting a cuddle there off his boys, Albert Vetty and
he's
Boas.
in tears, Carl.
Yeah, it's really pleasing for him. He's been here some time now, and he's synonymous with the club. So yeah, he is the real men cry. That's what they say. So I'm really pleased for him. That's fantastic. They seem to have such a good spirit, don't they, and culture. And I talked to Missy Telepapa just before the game, and he confirmed that what you can visibly see about the place, the vibe, and the atmosphere, and it makes him carry on and want to be. And he just said it's a good place to come and work. The good people, and they pull in the same direction with a common objective, common goal. So it's a great day for them.
Great day and a great relief, I'm sure, but these are great moments too for these fans. Over 2,500 inside the Eco Power Stadium today, and they are going to see their heroes lift the trophy after securing promotion.
There's a fair few North Wales supporters travelled, haven't they? And just watching the Wales boys there, I think they're going over to the families, grabbing the kids, and I think when they look back, they've had a tremendous year. So yeah, they can be very proud, and I think they'll get over this real quick, dust themselves down, and go again. This is the start for them in terms of their journey, and also for Doncaster in terms of theirs. But very different paths that they're treading at the minute, but equally as exciting. And it's good for them, good for the fans. A lot to look forward to for both clubs. It's a good game.
Well, the North Wales Crusaders players have stayed out there. They're greeting their fans on the far side while Doncaster wait for their moment to celebrate promotion. The RFL presentation party is there. Sue Taylor, MBE, the current Vice President of the RFL, and Chief Executive Tony Sutton will do the honours. And then Doncaster can get their party started.
Yeah, and knowing Carl Hall, it'll be a decent old party as well, so it won't be a quick one.
We will stay on air, of course, to bring you this trophy lift live and post-match reaction, as always, to follow as well. We'll hear from the key characters, key personalities involved in what was a terrific final, as Doncaster prepare to celebrate their promotion.
But they got the job done, didn't they, in the end? And that's all that matters. And I think when you see some of them tears of joy, I think there's a lot of tears of relief as well. I think, like I said before, a lot of tension, a lot of pressure on Doncaster today. And that's a tough place to be. So to get the job done and get to the promised land, achieve the objectives and the goals, what they've worked so hard for. It's a magnificent achievement for them, and like I said, a lot of relief, a lot of smiling faces there.
Well, the Doncaster players gather. How fitting too that one of their try scorers was their leader, Sam Smeaton. 7 years Doncaster have been in League One. But Richard Horne's side have finally come good in the end of season playoff series. They'd lost the last two promotion finals. This one is theirs. There is the Chief Executive of the RFL, Tony Sutton, and Vice President Sue Taylor, preparing to start the Doncaster party. Sam Smeaton has led his troops so well all year, and he's leading them now into the Betfred Championship. Doncaster can dream again. It's their day in South Yorkshire, and they're heading back. The Dons are back in the Championship.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Just give it straight to the kids. The kids lifted the trophy up. So, got to say, Wales are magnanimous in defeat there. They're all stood out and clapped Doncaster on for the trophy lift. And not a fan left the room as well. Not a fan left this stadium. All stayed around and all celebrated and all applauded the efforts of Doncaster. So they're going to enjoy this, aren't they? Much deserved. All the staff, everybody. Just looking at Richard Horne there. So it's a great reward for him as the trophy lift goes through the entire squad, and they all enjoy having a moment, getting the cheers of the fans. So it's going to be a big day for Doncaster.
They will treasure these moments, the Doncaster players, staff, hierarchy, and the families and fans too. Special moments in any sport. But they've tried so hard the last few years to take that final step back. And now they can celebrate tonight knowing they have got themselves back out of Betfred League One. That's how it finished here. The 3 tries to 1. Mahe Fanua with the only try of the first half. Robinson's wonderful left boot, kicking 3 from 4, but crucially creating the game-breaking try for Louis McConnell. The skipper, Sam Smeaton, put the clincher, the cherry on the cake. And the Crusaders' score ultimately was nothing more than a consolation for what's been for them a terrific season 2. 18-6 in the Betfred League One promotion final. I'm going to relocate Paul Rowley to pitch side as you analyse for us the key moments.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it started off with Fanua, didn't it? It was a set for set, if you like, not a lot going on, and then you kind of got the feeling it was going to come from something like this, just a dummy half run from Fanua, who's just too big, too strong, a little bit disappointed defensively, but it's a great try nevertheless. And then it came from the boot of Robinson. The 2 points just edged them in front there, took it to 8-0 just for a late hit. Before this man just got involved, we said before, Halliday just needed to do a little bit more. He's pivotal in that semi-final. He got involved, he started to fracture the Wales middle, as did Farimo. Got a little bit too quick at that point before Robinson stepped up. Seen the late retreat and came off that left foot really good. He executed that play brilliantly, and he got his rewards for what was ultimately a man of the match display from him. He was so composed throughout the entire game. His kicking game was fantastic. But Wales, as ever, they don't give in, do they? And it looked for all your money. They were going in touch on this occasion, just ran into a dead end, flicked the ball back inside, bouncing ball, spoke about it before. Good in and around chaos, Wales, got some energy, and it was Burns, beat one man, beat two man, spun out, 40-metre run downfield, just gave him a little bit of field position, defence out of position then, before they just kicked through the line there, and it was Hughes who just injured himself going over in the act of scoring, but again, that never say die attitude from Wales was fantastic for them to get just reward. And then the last say, deservedly to Sam Smeaton, off a great flick from Burns from 9. Showed some presence of mind there to just get it up, and it was Smeaton just popping up on an edge. The leader, the talisman for Doncaster, the guy who's been in and around Championship for many years now, just performing consistently well year on year. He's a popular figure here in Doncaster, and I think everybody, if they could have chose one bloke to get over the try line to really cement the victory and take the plaudits, it'd be Sam Smeaton. So he did it, and Doncaster, as a result, well, they got over the finish line. They've watched it so many times, haven't they? 2 times in a row, watched the other team celebrate, but this year they get to take the reward and get promotion. And George has made his way down to pitch side, so we'll leave it to him to take in some of the emotion and get the atmosphere down there at pitch side.
Thank you, Paul. We're right amongst it with Carl Horn, a very proud, a very emotional Carl, Doncaster owner. Just sum us up what's going through your head right now.
Oh, listen, it's been a long time coming, and just one of immense relief. For this club to move on, we needed to go up, and we've been saying that for the last 2 years. Just so proud of the boys. Gee, they had to work hard today. North Wales Crusaders, they can hold their heads high. To come from where they've come from, out of nowhere, and play like that today, tough game, and gee, it was nerve-wracking.
It was a tough game today. I was going to ask you how hard the players had to work today, but I think actually the key question is, how hard have you had to work the last few years to get back to where you are now heading?
Yeah, really hard. And you know, the owners, Terry Bramall, Gavin Baldwin of Club Doncaster, David Blunt, they all support us immensely, and it was more for them. They've shown some real loyalty in us. I believe the coaching staff here, Richard and Plumey, will really flourish in the Championship, but gee, it's been hard work. It's been 7 years, and we've been in the finals the last 3 years, and today was never safe. They just tackled their hearts out, and our team liked to play a bit of rugby, but where they got that from today, it was just, the boys wanted it as much as we all wanted it.
It almost felt today like it was set up for a fall for you, because North Wales, a side who's come from nowhere, no one really expecting anything of, and everyone's looking at Doncaster, how hard you've had to work, seeing the back-to-back final defeats that you outlined, and thinking, well, are we going to have another story today?
And that's exactly what sport does to you. You know, when you're the favourites, this can come back and bite you. So we knew that, and we give them the full respect that they deserve. You've got to remember, they bet us 5 or 6 weeks ago, so that probably helped us. Gee, it was a game, and just so relieved. And yes, I was very emotional, but tough.
And a quick final word on your head coach, Richard Horne, a very loyal figure here who's finally led you back up.
Yeah, listen, when we brought Richard, he came from reserve coach, but every year I've just seen him grow and grow and grow. But I certainly believe he'll be a better coach in the higher division. No disrespect to League One, but I know what he can do. But he's learning on the job as well, and I'm proud of him. He's a top man. He's loyal. He keeps me calm. He's very calm-headed. So congratulations to him and Chris Plume as well.
Many congratulations today. Go and enjoy this.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you, Carl. Let's bring in the head coach, Richard Horne. Many congratulations.
Yeah.
How does that feel? You've won one.
Yeah, third time lucky. I'm made up for the boys. They've worked hard. Again, I want to thank Carl, Gavin and the board for keeping faith with me, over these years, and finally getting the hard work starts. Preparing for the championship now. But no, we're going to enjoy this. Like I say, they're a great bunch of lads. It's been, like I say, it's been a process to get here. Just really happy.
The game itself today, I'm sure you didn't feel in control, but you were in control throughout, but they just would not go away. Every time you thought, yeah, we got them, back they came.
Yeah, no, they were very gritty, and we knew they would be. We didn't help ourselves with penalties and 6 agains, and we put ourselves under a lot of pressure, and credit to our defence. I thought our D won us the game today. We was real scratchy with the offence, and we didn't get anything quite going and flowing with the ball in hand. And Mahe comes up with a special play on a short side, and to get us that lead, and we hung on to it. And then a special play by Benny, and Smeets has been scoring tries all season, and yeah, I'm really chuffed for him because he's been a great captain for me. He's led the team really well. He's made our job easier. But no, I'm really made up for the boys.
Over 2,500 inside the stadium. A word on these guys.
Yeah, fantastic. That from minute one they made themselves heard and very vocal, and just now get behind the boys for next season, and hopefully we can have a real good championship.
Best of luck next year, and enjoy it today and tonight, and I'm sure you will.
Yes, we will. I'm sure we will. Carl's got things planned, I think. So yeah. Cheers.
That's head coach Richard Horne. And let's bring in the Betfred player of the match, Connor Robinson. Well done. Congratulations on a player of the match performance, as voted for by Paul Rowley, but I think most people will agree you had a really good game today. How was it out there, first of all?
Mate, I think the scoreline shows what it was like. It went all the way to the end, and that's just what you want in a playoff final. I think it was non-stop, end to end, and we was thinking keep it in, keep them tired. They must have thought the same about us, and there weren't many stoppages in the game, and you could see that because the boys are out on the legs now.
The key moment, the key score was probably McConnell's try when you made the little dart through. Did you sense that it was time someone just to step up and take a chance?
Yeah, I got a bit of a spray at half time for sort of letting the game pass me by, and Rich has told me all year my running game's dangerous, and credit to the boys. In fact, they lay the platform and it's quick for me and I can run like that, but I just thought, yeah, it's time to get it by the scruff for the next set, try and settle this down, but didn't plan on scoring, but that's always a bonus of that.
What can this do for this club and this team? They've been knocking at the door 7 years now, since 2016, trying to get out of League One, back-to-back defeats in the final. Finally, you've taken the step back up today. What can you achieve now, do you think?
Mate, the limits are endless for this place. The facilities are second to none, which you've seen. The boys here, the backroom staff, Carl, everybody, the directors above them. There's no stone unturned here. If you ask for something, you borderline get it because they're backing you. So more of that to come, especially the championship. Hopefully we go up there and we get stuck in and fight tooth and nail to stay in there.
I don't want you to get left out of the celebration, so you better get off.
Go in. Cheers, mate. I appreciate that.
Many congratulations today. Let's get a final word with Carl Forster, player coach of North Wales Crusaders. I think you left pretty much everything out there, didn't you, today?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I thought effort was there. Obviously, we could have been a lot better in good ball. We knew that first half, but all credit to Donny's defence. They answered everything. They answered all the questions we had. But yeah, I just thought we'll probably look back on a lot of our good ball stuff and regret what we did. But we certainly emptied the tank in terms of effort, and ultimately I just thought we got beat by a better team.
We pretty much said exactly that in commentary. Doncaster defensively, you had a right go with them, and you couldn't find a way through. And I sense that when the dust settles, you will be full of a lot of pride, will you not?
No, massively. Today doesn't take away what we've achieved. Like I said, we will look back at this today, and there will be bad points and obviously good points, but now's not the time for that. It's about celebrating what we have done. Obviously, lads are going to be down, weeks, months. Some lads will obviously depart, go on to go on to, you know, other things. And you know, as a group, we'll obviously regroup, see what we have left, and obviously we'll rebuild again like we always do.
I can see your players heading off. Well done, by the way, for staying out and applauding your opponents. I know they appreciated that. And a final word for your fans who did make it here to support you again today. They've been great throughout your run.
Mate, unreal. Obviously, you go 0-7, and a lot of fans would you know, throw the towel in or, you know, demand for me to go. And you know, they stuck by me, and obviously we repaid them. But just obviously on the Doncaster, they deserve it, mate. They've been knocking at the door a couple of years. Obviously, they've stuck with, you know, with Richard Horn. They've been building some at Carl Hall's, you know, put the infrastructure in here to succeed. And you know, the best two teams have gone up. That is what it is, and you know, all credit to Doncaster, and they deserve what they get.
Well, commiserations today, Carl. But it's been great to share your journey with you, and I hope you build on it next year.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
That's Carl Forster, player, coach for the North Wales Crusaders. Paul Rowley's made it back down from the commentary gantry. Gave you plenty of time to get down. We enjoyed that, didn't we, today? The right winners, Doncaster were excellent. North Wales Crusaders, a terrific story, and I think these fans are quite enjoying this moment.
Yeah, I mean, I remember these fans before when they were in Championship. They're great fans here in North Wales. So, as I said before, they're on different journeys, these two clubs. They needed to win today, Doncaster. No matter how it looked, they needed to win. And there's a lot of relief. You can feel it, can't you? And you've seen the tears to prove it. But Wales are on their own journey, and it's the start for both clubs, I feel. So Wales, as a club, they don't know when they beat, do they? And we've seen that. That's been evident throughout all the playoffs or the back end of the season. They've been great, but I'm with you. I just think Doncaster were the worthy winners, and you know, we're excited for them to see what they can do in Championship.
A final point, and it's not a discussion to have with Doncaster right now. We can certainly have it. What, as a head coach, if you were Richard Horn, what are you thinking? What do I need to do to be able to compete at the level we're now going to be playing at?
Well, Richard Horn's done a great job first and foremost, so the club need to get him sorted if he's not already. Richard Horn's he is this club, you know, so he's been great, and I think they've got a team there that doesn't need a lot of tinkering with. The strength of this club is the spirit, the culture, and so take the lot of them and have a few additions, 4 or 5 quality players to this side. It'll more than hold its own in Championship. They're clearly a good side with, like I said before, good culture, and that's so important, certainly in Championship.
It's been a brilliant afternoon here in Doncaster. My thanks to Paul Rowley, and actually to all our commentary team throughout the 2023 season. A few thank yous. Everyone's been thanking everyone this afternoon. Doncaster thanking their fans and staff. North Wales doing the same. So we'll join in and do the same. It's been a real honour to be able to bring you such great rugby league across the wheelchair, the women's game, and Betfred League One via In Touch Productions on the Sportsman this year. Some great team effort has gone into what we've been able to cover and enjoy covering this year. So to our director, Carl Rooney, back at base, and to Lachlan Smith in charge of production as well, and the technical team with Will Stroud and Sarah Cheer, and our leads here at venues, the likes of Danny Walwork and Paul Kidd as well, and the support we've had throughout brilliantly from our colleagues at Betfred with Lewis Smith and Mark Pearson, all led by the drive, the energy and the passion of our Executive Director Neville Smith as well. It's been a privilege, I know you agree, Paul, to be able to bring you such terrific coverage across the Betfred Women's Super League, the wheelchair game, and climaxing here today with Betfred League One. So on behalf of In Touch Productions, thank you to the Sportsman for supporting all our efforts and allowing us to produce all aspects of the game that we have been able to do this year. And we're not done yet, so make sure you get your ticket for the big one at Old Trafford, the Betfred Super League Grand Final under the lights in Manchester. We cannot wait for that. And then we've got an international series as well. Get your ticket for Tonga when they come on to take England in a 3-match series. So from Paul Rowley and from me, George Riley, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you very soon. Goodbye.